Burn injury. Few facts. The seriousness of a burn is determined by several things, including the depth, size, cause, affected body area, age, and health of the burn victim. Any other injuries that occurred and the need of follow-up care. Burns affect people of all ages, though some are at higher risk than others. Most burns that occur in children younger than 5 age are scald burns from hot liquids. Over half of the burns occur in 18 to 64-year-old age group. Older adults are at a higher risk for burns, mostly scalds, burns from hot liquids. Men are twice as likely to have burn injuries as women. Types of burn injury. Thermal burn. It may be caused by flash as explosion of natural gas, propane, gasoline or other flammable liquids, intense heat for a very brief period of time. Clothing is protective unless it ignites. Another cause of thermal burn is flame, that is exposure to prolonged intense heat, house fire, improper use of flammable liquids, automobile accidents, ignited clothing from stoves or heaters. Scald is a type of thermal burn injury caused by hot liquids, water, grease, tar, oil. Water at 140 °F creates a deep burn in 3 seconds, but at 150 °F it causes same injury in 1 second. Just brewed coffee has a temperature of 180 °F. Circumferential burns should raise suspicion of non-accidental trauma. Tar needs to be removed either with an adhesive remover solution or petroleum-based dressings. Contacts. This type of thermal burn results from the hot metal, plastics, glass or coals. It can be very deep. Chemical burn injury caused by strong acids or alkali substances. They continue to cause damage until the agent is inactivated. Alkali substances usually cause more severe burn injury since they react with the lipid in the skin. Electrical burn injury caused by either AC or DC current. Current follows the path of least resistance and causes injury in areas other than contact or entry site. They cannot be judged from the external injury alone. High voltage, that is more than 1000 volts, low voltage, that is less than 1000 volt, and lightning. Electrical burns are thermal burns from very high heat. Radiological burn injury. It is caused by alpha, beta or gamma radiation. they may need to have some type of decontamination done to stop the injury. Degree of burn injury. First degree burn involves epidermis. Second degree burn involves epidermis and dermis, and third degree burn involves epidermis, dermis and hypodermis. It may involve muscles and bones as well. First degree is also known as superficial burn, second degree or partial thickness burn, third degree or full thickness burn. Superficial burn presents with the sign and symptoms of pain. There is no edema, redness is present, blanches with pressure. Partial thickness burn has blisters, it's moist and painful. Full thickness burn is dry, discolored and there is no pain. Chemical burn. For chemical burns, flush the area affected by chemical with water for 15 to 30 minutes. Some chemical burns are not rinsed with water, as they become worse if they are rinsed or flushed with water. Carbolic acid or phenol does not mix with water, so isopropyl or rubbing alcohol should be used first to flush the chemical off the skin, and then the burn should be flushed with water. If alcohol is not available, flush with large amount of water. Do not flush eye with the alcohol. Hydrochloric acid is flushed with bicarbonate of soda, that is baking soda solution. Do not flush the eye with baking soda solution. Sulfuric acid is flushed with a mild soapy solution if burns are not severe. Dry powders such as lime are brushed away first because adding water can make a liquid that burns. After the powder is brushed away, flush with water for 20 minutes. Metal compounds are covered with mineral oil. Never put mineral oil in eyes. Chemical in the eye. Tilt the head so that the injured eye is downward, thus preventing the chemical to run into the unaffected part or eye. Keep the eye open gently with your finger and rinse out the eye with cold running water for 10 to 15 minutes. Electrical burn. Ensure safety. Switch off or pull the plug or the source of electricity. Protect yourself and victim. Never attempt to move downed wires. Sign and symptoms of electrical burn. Unconsciousness, dazed or confused, obvious severe burn on skin surface. Weak, irregular or missing pulse. Shallow, irregular or missing breathing. First aid. Do not attempt to move the victim from current source. First step is to switch off the current source. Otherwise, move the source using a wooden stick. Attend the victim. Check for breathing. Call emergency medical aid. No breathing, do CPR. First aid of burn injury. Immediately stop further burning or scalding. Take the injured person away from the source of heat or safely put out flames without getting injured yourself. Take off clothing or jewelry from near the area of burning or scalding, but not if the items are stuck to the skin to prevent further skin damage. As soon as possible after the burn or scald, ideally within 20 minutes, cool the area of burn using water for 10 minutes to half an hour. Cover the area of burn with a layer of cling film or use a clean clear plastic bag for hand burns or sterile dressings. Do not use ice, cream, grease or butter, which can cause further damage. Butter and oil actually retain heat rather than helping to remove it. Use blankets or extra clothing, but avoid the area of burn or scald. Do's and don'ts. Do's: call an ambulance for any serious burns, burn to the children or the elderly, electrical or chemical burns as well as burns to the face or genital area should be attended to immediately. Commence CPR if person is not breathing normally. Try to remove clothes and jewelry from the area that has been burned only if it is not sticking to the burn area. Hold the burned area under gently running water for about 10 minutes to half an hour. To prevent corneal damage in case of chemical burns to the eye, immediately irrigate the eye with water or saline. For second-degree burn on the limbs, elevate the limbs higher than the heart. To reduce the shock as well as loss of body heat, place clean, dry, non-fluffy clothes lightly over the burn. Cover the person with a cool, wet, lint-free cloth while waiting for an ambulance or when transporting the person to the hospital. Apply lotion, butter, grease or oil to the burned area is not advised. Ice should also not be used as it may cause frostbite. Don't use lint cloth cotton to cover the burn. Frequently asked questions. Should I use the ice to cool the burn? No, use water only as ice may further damage the skin. If clothes are stuck to the burn, should I try to remove them? No, remove any clothing or jewelry near the burned area, but don't try to remove anything that's stuck to the burn. This could cause more damage. Should I put a plaster over the burn to make sure it doesn't get infected and dressing remains in place? One should not use any adhesive bandage as it will stick to the skin and may cause further damage. Instead, the burn should be covered with a cling film or clean plastic bag, which will help prevent infection.